give thanks first. It's an honor for me, and I think for the audience of Slovenia to be able to hear you and talk to you. I've been a big reggae fan ever since, so it is a real pleasure and honor for I to actually speak to you, Mr. Don Carlos. You started, we better know you as the founding member of Black Uhuru. Was it really your beginning, or you started even before that? Can you tell us something about your beginning, the music industry?
Yeah, I started way before that. My first time going in the studio to do a record was like 1965. Yeah, as Don Carlos, you know.
All right, so you performed as a solo artist, yes, until
before Black Uhuru, yeah.
All right, which producers did you work during that time? Did you work for?
Like Bonnie Lee, and Joe Gibbs.
All right, Bonnie Striker Lee and Joe Gibbs. And how do you recall these experiences?
Well, it was even before Joe Gibbs becomes Joe Gibbs. You know, he had a label named Amalgamated.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't Joe Gibbs yet, you know.
And how did you get to form Black Uhuru?
Yeah, was living in the same neighborhood, and you know, and God then it formed the group, and then he came to me, you know, to join the group. So I decided, and that was like in 1970, 72.
Up until when did you stay with Black Uhuru?
At first we did a couple of songs, about 3 or 4 songs, and then the group split. You know, and God went to Wailing Soul, and you know, and I stayed back at Don Carlos, and then Ducky pick up Michael Rose, and you know, reform the group again.
All right, because I recall seeing you in London in late 90s. Early 2000 maybe, with the Black Uhuru at the Jazz Cafe. So do you still reform from time to time and perform?
No, not really. That was quite a while. That
was a while ago.
Maybe like 1995 or so.
All right. And was there any particular reason you would like to talk about that you left Black Uhuru? Did you decide? Because I also read in a biography that it took you quite a while to get to grip with your solo career, about 3 years or so. Was it difficult for you the switch from a group back to...
No, it wasn't.
Because I know you were a solo artist before, but was it difficult to switch back?
No, it wasn't really difficult, because what really happened is like, from the group split up, is like, you know, I just continue, you know, the trend that I was on before,
So there's been a few classics since then, and I understand you moved out of Jamaica also.
Well, not really move out of Jamaica, but you know, staying in Jamaica, you won't get the word to spread around, because Jamaica is just one little small place, you know, and the message have to move around. So I have to move out of Jamaica to do the message and spread the words to the people. But you know, I still have my house in Jamaica. My car is still in Jamaica, so I visit Jamaica every time I can, you know.
All right. So you spend most of your time in the States, where I would be interested also to know, because...
The state, Africa. Yeah, I'm in Africa sometime, you know.
All right.
Sometime I'm in Brazil.
So you travel around. I wanted to ask you something about... Because this is quite personal to me also. I feel that a lot of the soul that was into reggae, Rasta roots reggae music, has left the music a bit. And I wanted your take on that. How do you see roots reggae music nowadays? How do you see the music industry?
Well, the music industry in a whole, you know, it has changed a lot, because, you know, there's no more soul in the music like one time, you know. Not too much melody. Again, like one time, you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the youth change things. You know, things and time change, which you can't even blame the youth. It's just the time. You know. But it's gonna come forward, because you have man like Chronic, you know. Even though he have the youth style, he's still conscious, you know. Man like Prodigy. You know,
Yeah, we've been around.
Back Pyramid and, and a couple of other kids, really coming up with the strength of Rastafari, and continue the roots, see me, so that's good.
I wanted to ask you also about a project you were involved with a group that's quite popular here. That's why I'm asking you this question. With the Groundation, how did you get to collaborate with the Californians, if I'm not mistaken, on there?
Well, as you know, most of the band in California, they listen to me a lot, like you have Revolution, Slightly Stupid, Tribal Seed, you have Dirty Heads, you have Stick Figure, a lot of them. Well, when Groundation was forming, they used to listen to me a lot, so, when they was forming, they feel like, I was the right one to really start out with, It's a collaboration with, so, I did the first album with them and the second album.
All right. Were you also involved in the production of the album, or you just featured as a?
No. I just feature,
On some beautiful tunes too.
Yeah, true, man. Ras Levi is a good writer,
Yeah, he was in Slovenia also 2 years ago. Very, very nice performance.
Yeah.
Very nice performance. So, can you talk?
Good band,
Yes, man. Can you talk about your present projects? You've been releasing some singles, and
I've been collaborating with some bands, different bands in California sometimes. But mainly, I have some project coming out with a band named Slightly Stupid.
The California.
Yeah, California, big band, big, good musician, good souls, they have, good vibes.
And so you're an inspiration to all those musicians that you just mentioned. And in Europe, you'll be also performing or accompanied by DJ Christos. Is that correct?
Christos. He's really a singer and a guitarist.
All right. And how's the collaboration come about with Christos?
Well, in the 80s, the record company Ras Records that I used to work with was in DC, so I used to be in DC a lot, and he lives in DC, so my friend that I used to sing with, Gold, introduced me to Christos as a guitarist, and he played on the album like 7 days a week. The album called 7 Days a Week. Yeah, he played guitar on that album.
All right.
And then after that, I did 2 songs for him. For his label, because he has a label, so I did 2 songs for his label.
Oh.
And then, from then, we grew,
And, you used to perform with Gold. I understand he got shot, and what happened to Gold? Can you tell us about him?
He's in Jamaica. He's paralyzed. And he's in Jamaica right now.
So he's still in
Jamaica.
All right.
Yeah, still paralyzed. Yeah.
All right. Such story. Next year will be a big year for you, I understand. 2018. That's 50 years. You're going to be celebrating 50 years in the business. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's massive. Yeah. Anything special for that? Of course, yes. Can you tell us, please?
Well, I never really try to plan anything still, because Jah is the Most High, and him have the master plan. So, but my intention is to really keep a nice 50th anniversary show, and trying to gather, as much as my friends, and family, to make that, that event,
Mm-hmm. I read there's a possible album coming along with that one.
Could be too, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. I'm working on the album, but I don't know when I'm gonna finish that still, because that's still in the works.
All right. So you're passing your time between studio and performances, basically.
Yeah.
So you're coming in Europe next week, is that correct? Starting in Germany, on 28th.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, it seems like a busy summer for you here in Europe. Are you excited about the whole coming experience?
Yeah, man, it's been a while now since I've been in Europe. Maybe like 5 years now.
Uh-huh.
The last time I was in Europe.
I think. Long time.
Yeah, I think it was like 2012, 13.
All right. And first time in Slovenia. You've heard of Slovenia?
Yeah. Slovenia. Yeah. It's a popular country, just like Jamaica.
Exactly, it's a very, very, very small country, but I think you like it. It's very green. I think it's the greenest country in Europe. So you should, you will like that. You will like that. And are you excited to be coming here and performing here?
Yeah.
What's your message to the Slovenian youth?
Yeah, it's always excited to, come to a place that I've never been before, and to really know that they really accept the music that much and love it like that,
Yes, it's going to be the first time also for Slovenia with Don Carlos, so I think the reception will be massive, I think. Should be. And so basically you're going to be performing in the biggest festivals around. Some you've played already and you're really excited to play again?
Yes, it's always exciting to be in Europe and those festivals, because it's so much love. You can see, you meet so much people, with so much good art. It's a happy feeling to be around people, like that, with those vibes, good vibes.
So does that mean it will leave no time for smaller concerts in concert hall? You'll just be doing festivals, yeah, this year in Europe?
Mostly. I think maybe I have a few club dates still, but
because those are always very nice also to experience.
Yeah.
Very.
You like a direct contact with the audience,
And I think we talked a little bit about it earlier on, but I really want to know your collaborations also with Jamaican musicians, because we hear a lot more about what you're doing with American musicians lately. But are you collaborating like with?
The only man I would really collaborate with music right now, as a young artist, because really the whole thing about collaboration is like if the vibes is not, message, roots and culture, I'm not too much in it, and to the way the Jamaican music change, dancehall and the gangsterism, that's not my style, so But I would collaborate with man like Chronics and and Porter J, and those kind of cultural, conscious youth that's coming, But it's not nothing about Jamaican. It's only that the Californian youth, them, they love the roots. And they love to hear the roots every time. So, and mostly I'm not out of line. They never hear me out of line. I'm always in line,
Yeah. So the reception is always great. You're always happy about reception at your performances. Mm-hmm. So, how's life in the States? How do you enjoy the life over there?
Well, it's good. It's good moving around. 'Cause, it's bigger than Jamaica, and and it's like I can be all over just spreading the words and singing and and teaching the people, which is what I love, So it's nice to be at a place that you can, travel around and not be in one place every time,
Give thanks. I won't maintain you too long. A couple more questions I would like to ask you. What can we expect in the future from Don Carlos? And you can also answer my next question. What is your message to the youth of today? What would you tell them in these perilous times? Okay?
Well, for the future, the older future, which, most times you can't even plan it still, but, you can have an idea of what you want to do, And really, I want to just continue, spread the message and, try to enlighten and remind the people about righteousness, Because, my work is to really get the people together to live in love and harmony,
So
that's what I'm always,
So that's the message you would also give.
Yeah, well, it's a continuous thing for me because, I have to know that, whatsoever I give to the people must be something for them to learn from, or to remind them of what we're supposed to be or how we're supposed to run, and knowing that, put Jah first in everything that you do, you always put the Most High first.
It's a blessing to have been able to speak to you, really and truly. And I'm quite nervous as I'm speaking to you as it goes. But I will see you at the festival because I will be coming to the conference. I'll be seeing you.
Yes, my brother.
And I hope I'll be able to meet you also that day. Okay?
Yeah, man, you're free. Only if the maybe, the only way you can't get to meet me if the crowd gets too big and you can't get to reach me.
All right, so we'll meet then. All right.
All right.
Give thanks.
All right.
Give thanks.